Welcome everybody to Noble Pro as we have Lexi Star, the star you can't outshine, making her way out to the squared circle. Now she has requested this time to reflect on her loss last week in that triple threat match.
You know, last week in our triple threat match, I was robbed of victory by a cheap tactic. My Shimada and her damn missed, really? And then Sky of all people hitting the Sky's the Limit driver for the pin? I mean, it's not like they out-wrestled me. It was sheer luck, a fluke. I didn't come here to lose, especially not to a missed and a mediocre move like that. Sky should thank her lucky stars she made it through that whole mess with her ex. You know, the one who gave her that lovely black eye? Maybe if he hadn't stopped himself, none of us would have to put up with her in the ring.
Oh, looks like Sky didn't like that remark at all.
You want to talk about my dating life, Lexi? That's rich.
Uncalled for, if you ask me.
Coming from someone who spends her time on her knees in front of a camera. Maybe, just maybe, you should focus less on my personal business and more on your own career. It's clear where your priorities lie.
And oh, Lexi Star didn't like that. And oh, these two taking shots. Not just with words, but now physicality. They're done talking. And Lexi going away on Sky with the Enziguri. And Lexi with the standing shooting star press. And Lexi not done there. Look at that leg drop. That double leg drop shades of Jeff Hardy. And oh, that stiff kick right across the face of Sky Outlaw. And now up. And oh my! The inverted Phoenix Splash onto Sky. And it appears that Lexi ain't done. Another inverted Phoenix Splash. And the star you can't outshine looks like she's found herself a bitter rival in Sky Outlaw. All right, folks, here we are on Noble Pro as we have this tag match starting off, and what a way to open the show with Lexi Star and Sky Outlaw, but looks like Big Nasty, Bubba Blackwell, and Bryce Blackwell aren't gonna wait here as they are attacking Dominio De Fuego. The Dominion of Fire is El Fuego gonna start this one off against Big Nasty. Oh, never mind. Looks like I'm wrong here. Bryce gonna tag in. A lot of craziness going on now. We had just seen the opening side. The opening segment there with Lexi Star and Sky Outlaw. Lexi Star had some very unflattering remarks. In regards to Sky and what she had to say considering her dating life and the trial that she went through with her abusive ex-boyfriend. That's very low blows, I will say. It's Nasty with a boot right to the face of El Fuego, and he's still in this somehow. And Nasty and Bryce Blackwell, the Blackwell family, having their way. As Fuego looking to get his way out, looking for the tag. And he's got the tag in there. And Ryo playing a little bit of possum now. As Riley tried for the Irish whip, couldn't land it. He's able to land that, however. In the corner is Nasty. Gets landed with a drop kick there. And Bryce now tagged in. Now Bryce in the right position here for Rio to gain an advantage, but looks like Bryce turned it around. Now Bryce now with a couple of boots in the corner, stomping him one hole. Now Bryce, Blackwell, and Big Nasty looking to get back in the win column here. Now El Fuego and Rio with a win over Take Flight on Rain. As look at this hot tag there as he's able to get it. And oh, what a clothesline. Big Nasty was ready for it. And a cover. Just a kick out of one, though. We appreciate you joining us, folks. Hopefully the mic sounds all good and dandy. We, this past couple of days, I've been kind of messing around with some of the mic settings. We got like a nice EQ on it now, and a nice compressor on it now, and a bunch of other nice things to make it sound a little bit better. It's Big Nasty. Throwing him face first off a turnbuckle, and Nasty going too far. Look at the knee. And we also edited it a little bit in the OBS side of things too as well. As the elbow drop lands there from Bryce and a kick out at one. Now look at this. Oh, what a slam there for Bryce. We've seen that before. In the last matchup, we've seen Bryce in, and now Bryce now. With a razor's edge. Absolutely taken over. 1, 2, Rio not quick enough. Not sure why he was standing there for no reason, but he turned around. Rio Bryce didn't do too much there. And a DDT. Rio's got to get out or face disqualification here. And he does. Looking for another DDT there. And Bryce throwing him over. We're going to go down here. Look at this. Fuego with the kick. And Rio turning his attention over to Nasty. Look at this. Rolled out of the way at the perfect time. And Nasty and Rio on the outside. You can see there out of the corner of your screen. As Bryce calling him up now. Bryce now. Oh! There's Fuego ready for him. It's Fuego now. Calling up Bryce up to his feet. Look at roll through. And there's the neck breaker. Now looking for the win off the cover of the neck breaker. Almost a 2 count. Irish whip now to the apron. Drop kick off of the apron. No, Rio helped out. I'm not sure that was needed. I understand the intention. But that allows Bryce to gain an advantage. A little bit miscommunication. Now Bryce having some trouble with Rio as he hits the sunset flip powerbomb. Both men getting back to their feet now. Oh! Right into the ring post goes Bryce. And Rio doing a little bit of help. The help that Didn't start off good. But he helped anyway. And look at this, Ryo again. Helping out his team. He gets Bryce back in. Nasty taken out. Now look at this. Fuego now. Looking to get something going. Insaguri catches Bryce. Now looking to take him over to the corner, perhaps. Can't do it as Bryce breaks out of it. Remember the attack. As Fuego and Ryo were working their way out here, and an elbow drop doesn't land there for Bryce. Is Nasty on the outside and take it out, courtesy of Fuego. Now he wanted to make the tag, but Ryo's helping him out. They're staying in this thing. Slowly but surely. There's Bryce now. Bryce trying to get something moving, and there's Fuego. Ready to go. Is looking to suplex again. Looking to take Bryce down, but Bryce now. Bryce trying to catch Fuego off guard there with it. Clothesline in the corner, and now look at this. Razor's Edge again. Razor's Edge, 1, 2, rope break. Fuego catches it. And notice how Ryo has yet to be really tagged in this matchup at all, because he's turned his attention all the way over to Nasty. And I get why, but you got to be there to help your tag partner. You can't just worry about the guy on the apron. I get the whole point, though, but as Fuego tried for a super kick, Bryce still dazed, but Bryce able to catch him off guard. Look at Bryce! Bryce takes Fuego down. Now this could be really bad here for Fuego. And again, with that Razor's Edge. But still unable to get a cover. Now he will. 1, 2, 3, as Bryce gets the victory, but Fuego and Ryo not on the same page. That was all over the place. In fact, Ryo wasn't even in the matchup legally, I don't think, at any point, other than probably the very beginning. Remember, Bryce and Nasty are brothers. And they have that tag team history, as Fuego and Ryo do not. They've only been a tag team for a number of weeks. Anyways, you have Bryce. And Nasty. With the victories here, as you can see, Nasty was in the ring there, courtesy of Ryo helping him out, but his eye wasn't on the ball as Nasty and Bryce pick up the big victory here for them too, and they need that momentum going into that tag. We're going to find out who will challenge for those tag titles soon at Conquest. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. All right, folks, here we are with your next matchup. As we have Riley Russo coming out here. Now, folks, you can pick up some really amazing shirts there for Riley Russo over on the store. As we have plenty of amazing shirts there for you guys. There's the link right there. You can pick up any shirt there in your size to celebrate the stars of Noble Pro. As we have the next person here, we've already heard from her earlier on tonight. It's Lexi Star. Now, folks, let me catch you up and say welcome to some of our live viewers here. We have Shin, Fight Mikes, and Marcus with us. Live watching Noble Pro with us, and we appreciate every single one of y'all that come out to the shows, either live or on demand on the YouTubes. And Lexi Star, she had some very unkind words for Sky Outlaw and Sky as well, who insinuated some very derogatory things, saying she spends her time on her knees in front of a camera. Do with that what you will. I think that's highly inappropriate and highly just uncalled for, but I understand why Sky said what she said. There was a lot. The Outlaws are not one to take anything lying down. So, you know, if you're gonna talk shit, they're gonna talk shit back. That's how things work. As these ladies get underway. Riley Russo and Lexi Star. Riley Russo, the Punk Princess. Lexi Star, not as good with the grappling as Riley Russo is, as evident here. Lexi Star trying to switch this back in her favor. And she's able to. Little old school technical wrestling. Like I said, the advantage really going to Riley in the beginning. And how about that tag match? All over the place there. For Dominio De Fuego. And look at this now. Lexi already going up top. Inverted Phoenix Splash. We've seen that earlier. 2 and a kick out. Riley Russo was ready for that one. And now she's trying to pull a fast one here on the Star. You can't outshine, and it gets a count of 2. Now, folks, we have some news in regards to Conquest, our first premium live event, coming to you right after the conclusion of this matchup. That should be something. Now, main event tonight, Scarlet Nova will face against Bella Durov. After that, rain match where Morgan Reese got herself involved, and Morgan Reese being suspended indefinitely as a result of the confrontations and the behavior of Morgan Reese the past couple of weeks. So Morgan Reese serving a suspension. Zane Pierce, our GM, serving that. Suspended without pay. And he also said that Morgan Reese's future in Noble Pro remains uncertain, as Riley Russo looking to get this over with in a count of 2. Now, like I said, at Conquest, we are going to be crowning our first ever champions of Noble Pro. Tag team champions, women's champion, chivalry champion, world champion. All of the titles will be on the line at some point that night. We also had the likes of Marcus Rivera, who's made a name for himself here in the numbering weeks. Here on Noble Pro, as well as a scoop Scott Richards, as well as a standing Spanish fly lands there for Lexi. Lots of new stars coming her way soon, as we are having still some contract negotiations in regards to the Brotherhood, as a kick out at 1. Lexi going right after the midsection, just like she did with Sky earlier on tonight. As the Punk Princess with the Irish Whip into the ropes, and possibly tried for fatal distortion there. Couldn't land it. And now Lexi trying to roll out of the way. Look at that fatal distortion, rolled right in. To Doomsday right there. Could have the win here and a kick out. Lexi Star still remains top here. And look at this, the encore. Driving her face first into the canvas. The encore, referee took a little bit to get down there, and that allows Lexi Star just enough time. Now Lexi Star going to the apron, possibly looking for the Celestial DDT. She's got it lined up, and there it is perfectly. And now Lexi Star going for Starstruck from the corner. Got Riley Russo with Starstruck. And could this be the last hurrah for Riley? And a kick out at 2. Riley Russo still in it, the Punk Princess. Not one to give up easily. With DDT again. Spiking Riley. Gonna go up now. Look at that moonsault from the top rope. The moonsault. 2. Riley still in it. And we've seen Lexi Star try and hit this a little bit too far, though, for the shooting star press. She calls Riley Russo up to her feet. Look at that Meteora. Now Riley looking to turn this around. Oh, but Lexi Star doing the smart thing, going to the apron, but Riley Russo may have other plans there with a shoulder tackle. And Riley going out, not going to allow Lexi Star any breathing room, but Lexi able to get it back in. Now look at this. A released German suplex. And Lexi really feeling herself right now. Look. Showing off. She likes doing that. But showing off ain't going to win you matches, I'll tell you that much. If anything, it's going to make you lose them. Looking for fatal distortion again. Can't connect with it. Block the kick there. That's the MMA background coming into play for Riley. As these two going back and forth. Here tonight, looking for a Tiger suplex on Lexi. Lexi reversed it, could have the win here. 2, Riley's almost done. No, she reversed it. Reversed it into Lexi Star can be done here and a kick out. These two going back and forth like I've been saying throughout this matchup. There's now Riley going up top. This is something we usually don't see Riley do too much. Look at the Swanton Bomb. And Riley feeling it. Fatal distortion right on Lexi. It lands again. As now she's looking for the encore for a second time. Encore again. Lexi a little bit close to the ropes. There's Riley being the smart one there, dragging her away. Could have the victory here, but Lexi not gonna allow Riley to outshine her tonight. Now look at this, Lexi Star now trying to get something rolling. She can't get it. Riley not gonna allow her any type of breathing room there. That's not where you wanna be. Drop kick in the corner. Now look at this, Lexi Star going up top. Looking to finish this thing. Shooting star press. Shooting star press. You can't allow that to happen, and Riley Russo powers out. Now I don't know what you need to do here to take down the Punk Princess. Or Lexi here, because they've just about thrown absolutely everything in their arsenals for each other. And look at this, caught her in the encore. Caught her with the hesitation in the encore again. Third time's the charm. And there's that 3 count. Riley Russo with the victory. The slight hesitation from Lexi Star after that missed splash in the corner, and that allows Riley to pick up the W here. Lexi Star has her hands full with Sky Outlaw, I will say that. And maybe what transpired earlier on tonight got into the head of Lexi Star, and her head wasn't screwed on straight and wasn't focused in this matchup, and she paid the price for it. And Riley taking advantage of everything given to her tonight. Riley Russo with the victory here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. All right, folks, here we are with your next matchup as we have Elijah Jones making his way out here now, folks. As Elijah makes his entrance to the squared circle, we have some news in regards to our first ever premium live event, Conquest. Our first premium live event right here, May 16th. In Newcastle, England. That's right, folks. Next Friday, May 16th. Will be that event, and all champions will be crowned for Noble Pro. All first ever champions, I may add. So you have a chance to cement yourself as part of this rebrand, as part of Noble Pro history, and become the first ever world champ, women's champ, chivalry champ, tag champ. Now, the only matches that really haven't been determined yet, from what I know from backstage, is the tag match. Everything else has been. So, you know, we got some tag teams that need to really prove themselves to be worthy of being in that matchup for those tag titles. As we have Dezmond Wright making his way out here. Now he's trying to redeem himself after the loss he took against Ortolanza on Rain, folks. I should note that Elijah Jones, he's definitely going to have a clear head tonight. He's going to definitely have to have a clear head because him and Marcus have been at each other's heads the past number of weeks. From what I understand, Zane Pierce has made a match official between Elijah Jones and Marcus. Now, as far as to what that matchup is, I don't really know as of yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find out soon enough. Those two battled on Rain and beat the living snot out of each other, and I'm pretty sure they're looking to get their hands on each other even more. Here we go. You got Elijah Jones and Dezmond Wright. Look at the size difference between these two men here. Just not just in height, but in just muscle mass and everything. But don't let that fool you. Dezmond Wright is... he's been the underdog his whole life, and he's definitely the underdog heading into this. Especially with a pissed off Elijah Jones. And we will more than likely see just how angry Elijah Jones is here, but he can't allow his anger to get the best of him because otherwise Dezmond Wright can gain an advantage. Now look at this. Elijah Jones off to a great start, and then look at the lockup again. Dezmond with the switch. Now Elijah Jones trying to get back in. Now he switches around now. A nice good shot to the midsection there and able to gain an advantage. Forcing Elijah down to the canvas. Now look at this. Think smarter, not harder. What the hell's happening here? Wait a minute. That's the music of Marcus. Could have the victory here. Almost had it. Dezmond Wright almost had the victory won there. And now this allows an advantage here. Look at this. The saving grace on Elijah. Could have it won here. Kick out. But now the advantage is in the corner of Dezmond Wright right now. It was Elijah Jones who interrupted the celebration of Marcus Rivera. And now Marcus gets to play a little bit of mind games. And look at this. Dezmond Wright was ready for what Elijah Jones was trying to do there, trying to get a breather. And he's not going to allow him to do so. Dezmond Wright has had that advantage since that slight distraction. And look at that knee strike. It has been all Dezmond Wright right now. And look at into the table. And again off of the table. Couple of shots to the hammy there of Elijah Jones. And look at this power bomb. Not happening. Oh, a knee again. Count of 8 here. 9, 10, and Dezmond Wright's gonna win it via countout nonetheless. Not in the way that Dezmond wanted to win it. Not in the way Dezmond may have wanted to win. But I'll tell you this. Ever since that distraction from Marcus, Elijah Jones couldn't think straight. A W's a W no matter how you look at it. And Dezmond Wright with a victory here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. All right, folks, here we are as we have your women's main event here right on Noble Pro. As Scarlett Nova makes her way out to the squared circle, folks. Now, how about that last matchup between Elijah Jones and Dezmond Wright in an anticlimactic win, I might add, via countout? That's not something we usually like here on Noble Pro. We usually like to have definitive winners, but it was Elijah Jones who just couldn't seem to think straight after that interruption from Marcus Rivera via entrance music nonetheless. And Dezmond Wright heard that count of 9 and just ran right in and got the count-out victory there. And now Scarlett has to face this young lady here, this woman who got a victory over her at Reign, courtesy of Morgan Reese, somebody who's been suspended indefinitely. She is gone right now, so there's no excuses anymore. The Moscow product, Bella Durov, getting ready now. How about this? We've had a women's triple threat main event last week, and now we have a women's main event one-on-one here this week. Looks like the women are stealing this time around. Look at this, the spear, the interceptor right there to Scarlett, and Bella Durov is starting right off. And Bella Durov going off right where she left off, and Scarlett tapped out to the hammer and sickle last time around on Reign, but to be fair, Morgan Reese was at ringside, and Scarlett could have had that matchup won with the Into the Cosmos, but the referee was distracted, however. courtesy of Morgan. And how that story had started was that Scarlett and Morgan were in a tag match together. And then Morgan said, I'm done with this. I'm not going to help you. Abandoned her and left her to face Jordan and Savannah Williams all by her lonesome. And to my surprise, Scarlett almost came out with a victory, but you know, the odds are not in your favor in a 2-on-1 handicap match. There's a cover and not even a 1 count yet, as to be expected. And Scarlett looking for a little bit of revenge here tonight. Caught her with the Itsuguri. It's now Scarlett just looking for a little bit of a breather here. A little bit of time to think. That allows Bella to gain an advantage. And Bella already going for a cover, 1. And only getting a count of 1 out of that. Bella wasn't taking Scarlett too seriously in their previous matchup. Now, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen to Morgan Reese. I have no idea if she's going to be terminated of her contract. I have no idea if I just know that the suspension is indefinite, and that's all I know. I don't honestly know if we're ever going to see Morgan ever in a Noble Pro ring again. I don't know how long the suspension is. I mean, it would definitely really suck if you know, if Morgan missed the first ever premium live event. Under the brand of Noble Pro, it would tremendously suck for Morgan, for sure. And Scarlett going up top, looking for the Swanton, and couldn't land it, and I think she landed just a little bit off there, even if Bella didn't get out of the way. And look at this, the fist of Stalin. Thought Scarlett now might be looking for the hammer and sickle again. No, this time it's the Red Scare. On to Scarlett. Courtesy of her Russian history, the Red Scare, and a kick out at 2. Morgan's not anywhere to be found this time around. But Scarlett really needs to get something moving here. This has been all Bella, and I have to say that, honestly, maybe Morgan's in Scarlett's head. Maybe that's why she's not really thinking straight at all. And now Scarlett looking to do something dangerous here. Look at this. He superplex off of the top to Bella. Did she have the victory there? Referee took a little bit to get down there. And only a 1 count on that one. Not even 2 there. And now Scarlett looking to charge in, and a shoulder tackle off of the apron. And now you got Scarlett running in and taking out Bella. No, Bella got out of the way. Bella's got everything scouted. And now Bella! Oh, what a splash there on the outside. And oh, what a shot to the back there. And again, lackluster cover, just trying to get this one over with. And I don't think you can if you're Bella off of that and a kick out. Could Bella go 2-0 right now against Scarlett? We'll have to find out. Oh, but look, Scarlett turning the tables now, and now Scarlett now. Look at this. Scarlett dumps Bella. And now Scarlett has Bella reeling here. Look at this. She's got the UFO car on display. Perfect there and a perfect cover for the win, and Bella kicks out at 2. Bella's still in it, and Bella got right back up after that, and Scarlett went jumping for her, and oh, a fall-away slam. And again, looking to charge up the fist of Stalin here. Fist of Stalin backed away. Into the Cosmos. Into the Cosmos right on Bella. Hook of the leg near the ropes, though, is Bella. Will Bella grab the rope? 2. She doesn't have to. She did not have to. Grab the rope, code breaker. Trying to get the win. Scarlett can't. Still 2 count only. And now Scarlett has other plans now. Scarlett looking to put the Moscow product out to pasture. And Bella preventing Doomsday right now. Insaguri. As Scarlett resets the count again. And again, there goes Scarlett. Again, Bella avoids Doom. Off of the apron, face first. And now Bella resets the count as well, and a big slap to the face. Now it seems that like Bella's just toying with Scarlett's anger, taking off the turnbuckle. Count of 5, these two ladies battling out on the outside. 7, and again, Scarlett resets the count. And look at this. Scarlett looking to send Bella through the table and into the Cosmos. And Scarlett getting her revenge, at least for now. Count of 8. And both ladies back in now. Now looking for the UFO cutter. There's the reversal. Look at this. Hammer and sickle again. Hammer and sickle again. Hammer and sickle again. Scarlett trying to hang on, and Scarlett tapped. Scarlett tapped, and Bella wins it again. Scarlett allowed her anger to get the best of her. She could have just gone for the cover straight up. After that, into the Cosmos through the table. But Bella with the 2-0. And I have to think maybe this was all part of the plan of Morgan Reese here. In case Morgan and Bella face off, or Morgan and Scarlett, excuse me, face off down the line. And it was that slight mistake. We're getting a little overzealous, and Bella Durov with the win, a huge win, 2-0 versus Scarlett here on Noble Pro.